Howdy, y'all. Well, we're going to start today rebuilding my Benjamin 347. Picked this up a while back. The wife actually got it for me at a antique mall thing. Probably paid a little more than what it was worth, but to me it's worth it. It's an older gun. It was made in '77. Needs a little work. It actually will pump up and hold and shoot it. By the report, I didn't chronograph it, but by the report, it's shooting pretty hard. Maybe a little not full power. I want to assume that it's still all original seals in it and everything. So, but we're gonna tear it down. We're gonna reseal it. We got got a kit from Mac 1 to do a reseal kit, and it's missing the sights, rear sights. The screws are there, so it's like somebody might have took it apart, then maybe it had a scope on it or something, and don't know where the sights were. But we got both the sight and the elevator. The elevator's kind of stuck in there. But the sight and the elevator from JG Air Guns. Now, I'm going to try to rechecker it. This is one of the few Benjamins that were checkered. If you call it checkering, I was probably just impressed. But anyway, I'll bring you in and show you how it is now and what we're going to be doing to it. So, all right, you can see the checkering. This is not too bad here, but you notice the walnut. That's pretty good looking walnut. This is probably the better side. They even advertised, American walnut. We'll have to get that sticker off of there. Let me flip you around and show you the other side. You see, this side's a little far gone. I mean, it's still enough there for the checkering. Got a little bad spot right there. That ain't too bad. Overall, the gun's, decent shape. I'm gonna refinish the stock, reseal it. We're gonna figure out what to do on this. All this is brass. For people that don't know, let me turn it around here. That this tube and the barrel itself is brass. So there's the safety. But we're gonna tear it down and rework it. All right, let me be right back. Oh, one other thing is I bought me this little magnifying glass. It's lighted, all that, so I can see when I'm doing the checkering a little bit better. I've got a vise that I'm going to set up here on the table to hold everything, and we'll be taking our time with that. All right, so on the checkering, long time ago, I did a gunsmithing class, and part of my tuition fee included a bunch of tools. I got a box of checkering tools, and these are state-of-the-art type stuff, I guess you'd say. I don't know. Checkering. It hadn't changed in a long time. But came with 3 handles and several different heads for different things. But this thing has been in the attic for a long time. I mean, it's deteriorating. The packages are deteriorating. Didn't think I'd ever be doing any checkering, so it was stuck in the attic in a box. When I went up there to check it, to find it, I knew where they were. I had a whole bunch of brass up there I didn't know I had either. So, good thing, I guess. We're going to tear this thing apart, and I'm not going to bore y'all with all the details of tearing it apart. I'll get it apart, probably make a little video of all the parts, and then as I progress, I'll make some short videos of where I'm at. I'm going to try not to make it a long, drawn-out series or anything like that. So, right now, we're just going to tear it apart. We'll be back in a little while. All right. Well, she's all apart. Just want to show you a few things. We had 2 casualties. This roll pin, spring pin, it holds a forearm on. It just didn't want to come out. This one just popped right out, but the other one was having a hard time. So we lost that. No big deal. That's just a hardware store item. And the other thing we lost, and I knew better. Let's see if we can get it to focus here. See that little spring right there? There's supposed to be a detent ball right there. When I pull that bolt out, it's like, gotta watch for that ball, and about that time, boom, and it hit the wall and bounced. No telling where it's at. Nothing big deal. I've either got some in my stock part somewhere from building 2240s and stuff like that. Not hardware store has them. That's not a big deal. There is a detent ball that goes right there. It's an 1/8 inch. We did make sure that didn't pop out of the trigger. We got that in the parts bag. Here's a part bag, all the little pieces. Going to be a really nice stock once it's finished, I think. The arm here, this is really tight. I don't know, hopefully a little lube will clear that up. What was the other thing? Oh, here. A lot of people don't know this, but you know, this is the hammer. You got the springs in the bag here, that long spring. You know, this thing's cocked back and slides forward. Boom! Hits the valve. This thing is just a filthy mess. It's gooey, it's sticky. This right here will rob you of power because it's not clean. It can't slide back and forth freely. So this is something that needs to be maintenance on. Besides, everybody thinks, oh, we just got to replace the seals. Well, it's not. There's other components in it too. So, and one of the things I got to do here is I'm going to take this overall measurement because I'm going to have to take it apart. These felt, I forgot about the felts on here. I'm going to replace those. So I'll have to order some of those. But when I put it back together, I want to know this overall length so I get that right. The other thing is I knew that they talk about a specialty tool to get the valve out. I don't know if we can see this down in here or not. Not gonna be hard to do. But there's a it's a specialty wrench to get that valve out. And I thought, well, I won't buy it until I get it and see if I can make one or not. Well, I think it'll be more time consuming than it's worth. I think it's like $10 to get one of them, so we'll do that. Kind of surprised me here. That's the spring guide for the hammer spring. I was kind of surprised that they have one in there, but that's a good thing. What else? That's about it, really. We're gonna get the parts ordered. We're gonna start working on this stock. When we're not working on stock, we probably will be cleaning this thing up. You know, obviously, it probably had a kid that owned it or something, because some of these screws, like that one there, and I think this one back here, I had to take a razor blade and clean the dirt out of the slots of the screws. I mean, it was literally dirt. When it came out, you could see it just old dirt. But we got all that cleaned up. I don't know what I want to do with this. If I want to just try to paint it, maybe get it some kind of coating on it. I'm not sure. I know you can't do too much because some of those you got to heat up. And you know, these barrels are brazed on. All this is brazed on. If you get it too hot, you'll lose the brazing on it. So we're going to figure out something to coat it with besides just paint. Paint will work, but maybe an epoxy paint or something. But we'll work on that. In the meantime, thanks for watching.